Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Kamara trying the right side. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Now Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Titans. 40. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, it's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Letting one fly deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, lock it.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 3. Hey, Sam off.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Leo! Shoot!
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. A draw play for Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Set, 8, read.
Give these traps. Let's go.
Smith.
95 to Sam. No, check. He's Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Look at me. Score. Get it.
Tannehill on first down. And he fends him off. He's going deep for Brown. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, zoom. Look, squeeze. Please grip.
Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, box drop.
95 to Sam. No, check. He's Mike.
Let's go, D. Check 26. Check it. Go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go.
95 to Sam. No, check. He's Mike.
Go.
Let's see what you got. Jim.
Hard.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Just to roll out of bed, nigga. It was already dressed, ready to go. Like he's really going to
He got a microphone.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo.
Oh, because
Gets
he,
this in the hands of Mixon.
he got a show, so he got his all. He already got his background set up. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
This can look like he got the pizzazz. Like he did
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. It's caught. Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I got this. 65.
Ball's like, word. Nigga, you don't like LeBron regardless.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
4 down. Hey, gun. I got you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
I got him still just ahead of Larry Bird at 6. I got him at 6. I got him.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And the pressure gets to him again. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And it's fielded at the 34. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of of fun to watch.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The big man, Kelsey, in on the stop.
21. One, Omaha. Check. 80 weapons.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
And he's going to go down again. Anthony Barr able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rock it. Hey, let's get there. Tight go.
Here's Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. A good pick up there, 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the twist.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks.
Hey, check 24.
General West.
95's a sand. No, check. He's Mike.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Calais Campbell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Bravo. Brixton, Travis.
He's Mike. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Come on, let's go. He's checking.
Mixon with a first down carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Maybe maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, stand up! Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Ready?
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Running with Kamara.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
60 out now. Leo. Switch it. Come here, switch it. Check 9. 36.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. Bang. Bang. Pilot. Shoot.
Now it's Tannehill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darquez Denard.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Back. Check 43.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for Cincinnati, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like you got it. Don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, Ladies and gentlemen,
Select the team you want to join.
are you ready?
Start your season with